Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. Again, 2 shows, 1 day, no waiting. Hi guys. Here we are. I'm going to real quick, while I'm here. Oh dear me. Let's see, we got a bunch of stuff. We got our drops. 5 transmutation charges. Consume those. The festive skin hat, I already have. And this is bound. So, yeah, I didn't think so. It would save me a charge, but, what does my current hat look like anyway? Not that I'm... Oh, I got to keep the hood. Sorry. So since I already have it unlocked... Oh, God. The Snowflake Glider. One I do not have. Interesting. It has a use. Does that apply it? Or am I still... Do I still have my piggy? Ew! That's just terrible. It should just add it to the wardrobe. It shouldn't forcibly change you. Now I've got to find my piggy. There we are. Piggy. And lastly, the Winter Solstice outfit, which will look a little bit like that on me. Very stylish. The mask is just the tiniest bit much. And I bet it changed that too. It did. Which is fine, because I prefer to wear my actual clothing. Real quick, I'm going to grab the stuff here in my home instance before I start heading out to murder stuff. Other plans for this evening. I'm going to go through the list of goodies that have been data farmed by that shaman. And I am also going to open 25 Black Lion boxes. New expansion. You know. Grab the flax. First of all, are we I think we're back over cap on one of these, aren't we? Again, 58. Make that go. What's the bong? Oh, one of the gifts for the Cleobarne. Clobiarne. The legendary. Okay, that's better. A lot of the stuff doesn't show up until it hits your inventory. So there's a lot of that stuff that I have. Whoops. Whoop, 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 whoop. Did I? I did grab it. Yay. Eat that, sell that. Good evening to whomever has joined me. Come on. Oh my god. Sometimes. Sometimes. There we are. And did we have anything here reach the 1,000 mark again? Yes, of course. I need to start turning some of that into stuff. Because I have 1,000. So I need to start making some housing items, or possibly selling that stuff, either one. It is sellable, isn't it? I think. No. No, it's not. Interesting. I thought it was sellable. No, it's account bound. Then I need to start making some stuff. there for now. Whack, whack, whack. Don't mind me. I'm just whacking it with my tentacles. Sell that. Alright. And we'll go ahead and exit. Back out to the world. Note, I didn't get notified about the new content when I logged in earlier today, but now I keep getting it every single time I map change. And it's not even pointing at the right thing. I guess maybe it is pointing at the new thing. I guess I've already done it, so, I mean... It's fish catching time. Oh, catch a fish. Incoming! Fair catch. I called for a fair catch.
Nicest of them yet.
Infuriating!
It's infuriating, or maybe I'm infuriating. Something's infuriating, but it's not clear at all. Fish. Not sure what I'm going to be doing other than opening up some stuff.
Good eating that.
Browsing back Shaman's
If you got
info.
anything left in your paws, bring it over. But no more. Got our share
And
already.
opening up 25 black lion chests. Oh, more fish. Oop. No, I missed. I missed. I missed. I missed. Oh, fail. I'm an epic fail. I failed.
Threshold achieved.
Fish! Fish away. Oh, running
Watch
away,
it now.
are you?
There's a stir in the water, and I don't trust
And now we
it.
get the champion.
There it is. Can't blame
Quite
the
a
beast for
reward.
being hungry, but it's going to turn the shoreline to fish bones.
Fish bones.
I'll get these to the fishing lodge. You take care of our friend here.
Friend? It's not a friend of mine. They dodged in. I'll dodge in. I missed. Mostly. Okay, it's only an elite because there's only 2 of us. So this is a scaling encounter.
That'll silence you. Infuriating! Accelerate! Stand your ground!
And down she goes. More goodies. More goodies. Hope everyone's evening is going decently. Or, well, the thing is, it's evening for me, so I kind of comment as if everyone is undergoing an evening, and that's clearly not the case. But I'm going to use that as a place marker. So if I say evening and it's morning for you, you'll know I mean morning. If it's afternoon, you'll know I mean afternoon. Can I buy supplies? How about some curious lowland honeycomb?
I tire of this.
So I'm not going to do the
You said it.
convergence yet. I want to
Wayfinder,
actually.
think
I
we can
watched a
hurry.
little bit of Muckluck doing the convergence, and it actually has significant amounts of mechanics and the like.
Oh, Wayfinder! Praise the alchemy, that's just who we need. Give you a success.
What cleanup progress to clean up things? Oh, in the ocean, right? It's this one again. All right, well, that's fine.
See? It's working already.
Yeah, it's working just fine.
Your magic seems to have blended the blue. Let us hope it does not cause more.
I feel 6 feet tall.
I will use my purify. I have purified the tuna. How about a veteran shark? Yeah, that's right. The veteran. I'm not afraid much. A little.
That's it! Now our fishy friend will be swimming freely again.
Be careful you do
I don't
not
know about
disrupt the
swimming
school.
freely. It appears to be
Fish are
like
vital
swimming
to
on
our
its
very
side the way fish do when they're sick. So I'm not sure I really did it any good. It kind of appears to be dying.
It's working already. Great job.
Well, thank you. I'm kind of a good guy, so great job is kind of what I've come to
Let
expect.
us hope it does not cause more of its own.
We have another sharky. And I pissed off one of the salmon. Almost done. There we go. I think I'm going to head back to Sintry. I was just headed in this direction.
Wayfinder.
Looks like
I
they've
can't
increased the
wait
amount of
to
XP
see
you're
you in
getting. I
action
thought I read
again.
something about it. I didn't realize how much it was going to be. Holy crap. I've done 3 events and I've almost gotten like probably 2/3 of a spirit shard out of it already. Well, let's head over to Sintry, I suppose. So I want to read up a little on the convergence before I play it, as it looks like it actually does require some. You see, every goddamn map it's coming back now.
We need to make sure the area is secure
I have
from the
not
mist burn.
done the.
Volunteers, please.
I believe we need or want. Yeah, we want the war claw for this, I think.
May the wind carry you.
I never quite got a gold out of this before, so we'll see if I can manage it this time. Probably not. If I had to guess. They made a lot of changes to Sentry, so it's less excruciatingly awful. It's still a terrible map. But they've done things like... God, why does that always seem to jump up too much? They've done things like increase the amount of progress you get when you're running hearts in here, which is a big deal. Because that was clearly part of the reason the map was so miserably unpleasant. No. 7 seconds. I mean, that's like 5 seconds longer. I think my best time's probably like 120. 116. Did I succeed once? No, no. I came within a second and a third of succeeding once. I've never succeeded at gold on that. Yeah, the amount of XP you're getting. It's gonna pile up. Spirit shards. I'm not complaining, mind you.
Infuriated.
Suspicious wood pile. I'm not sure what it is that makes a wood pile particularly suspicious, but whatever it was, that one had it.
All Mishburn have been ousted. You may not be Coden, but seems
I'm
you
here.
broke the nose on you, Wayfinder.
That's a pretty good chunk. That's like 7th or an 8th of an entire
Now
spirit
this
shard.
is a find.
I mean, so that was something that the map desperately needed. But I'll also note that there was no reason that couldn't have been implemented 2 weeks after the launch. of the
Probably got
expansion.
enough growing to start sharing our crops. Make
Not
sure
for
the other
sale.
camps are fed.
Sell the crop.
A fine idea.
Sadly-
This is, of course, thanks to
That
you,
is all.
Wayfinder.
Did we finish? I
Welcome
don't
back.
think we finished. No, we're not quite
Right.
finished.
Sorry if I haven't said it before.
Part of the daily, defeating
The
25
Bearkin don't
enemies.
get a lot of help out here.
I still need
No, we'll
9 more
need it.
Titan spawner elementals.
But with you
And another
the
30
Skywatchers,
veterans.
Well, the strangers will not
And
linger
the
among
Mount
our
Balrior
lands for much
Convergence I'll
longer.
get done in the next couple of days. This
Once this
is the
island
meta
is
event
secure,
for this
it
map.
might be worth
Meta
continuing
event.
our efforts
The
further
bosses,
in.
the two bosses.
Rooted out any bad
Not, you kind of have to go into find a map where they're specifically looking to run it. Because pugs, well, either the map doesn't have enough people or they don't have the coordination. And I'm certainly not. Wait, was that a good chest? A chesty chest? Yeah, major code catch. Nice. If I can actually get up to it. There we go. Some more unusual coins, which are necessary, it turns out, for the new legendary.
This is the only
Legendary
proper
spear.
course.
Muckluck was looking at the requirements and expressing a lack of enthusiasm. More elementals. I definitely need to kill more veterans. Like 30 more, I think it is. For the weekly.
You're seeing things.
I got a silver out of that
I
one.
need to cool my coat.
Rare and valuable.
Rare and valuable.
Another major coding cache. Find those all over the place. Don't think there were this many around. This never seemed like it previously. Ooh, nice. We got one of the purple doodads. Where did it go? Anyway, Magi's Full Moon Focus. I'm going to send that off to a friend. Those are really nice skins, the full moon ones. Some of the nicest freebie skins they've had in quite a while. And anyone over here? Yeah, a couple players, looks like. I hit things really hard. It's what I do.
Infuriate! Stand your ground!
Finish off
Exhilarating!
in a hurry here. Two more weeklies done. No, dailies done. Sorry. I don't think I've finished off quite enough yet of... Well, maybe I've gotten enough to finish one of the
All
weeklies
this
as well.
firefighting's made me thirsty, it has.
Daily and weekly. Daily and weekly. The daily for breaking a Defiance bar. Easy peasy. And that was for defeating 100 Titan Spawn or Elementals. We need one more. Yeah, so we need 28 more veterans or 3 more group events. And we'll get the weekly done. And I'll have a bunch of points to spend. Won't that be delightful?
Now this is a find.
Where's the other heart? Heart due east. Get that done. And sell the crap in our inventory. I need to spend about a month cleaning out my inventory on this character. Used to be I had a whole bunch of space, but I've been rather careless in tidying up.
That was thrilling. The data we've collected, movements, mist-burn readings. I could even venture a guess of how many spawn are present on the Isle now.
Our harvest here was fine indeed. I'll admit that.
More elementals. How about I just drop this right in the middle of the whole bunch?
Apologies for the smell of singed fur.
A couple more veterans wiped out there. Still a bunch to go. Hi, guys. You should get your drops. I got mine earlier from my stream. So, if I can get them from my stream, you can get them from my stream. I doubt we can get this one killed in time, but I'm going to try. I need more dead vets. Veteran mobs, let me be clear about that.
Exhilarating!
And event complete.
So hot now, eh?
That should be the heart finished off. It is.
That was thrilling. The data we've collected, movements, Mistburn readings. I could even venture a guess of how many spawn are present on the Isle now.
Why is that
harvest here
locked?
was fine
I have to complete
indeed.
the renown
I'll
heart
admit
for
that.
today. I just
Well,
did.
I don't think
Didn't I?
either
No,
method
I
would
guess.
have worked quite as well
Wow.
without the complement.
I
of the
guess I
other.
need just
It
the
was a
tiniest
group
amount
effort.
more.
And Wayfinder,
My mistake.
no small role.
Not sure if I'll get it from killing a mob, but certainly from finishing out the event. It can be.
Infuriating.
There we go. Heart complete. Should have some more vets around somewhere.
Infuriating.
I've already gotten 2 spirit shards today. It really cranked the XP up here. Took a lot longer to get the 2 million plus required for finishing up the mastery though.
6. Infuriating.
I did run through the storyline stuff earlier. It took 2 hours, and an awful lot of that was the kind of filler dialogue stuff. So it's not particularly meaty as far as the content drop part goes.
Invigorating.
Storyline stuff, anyway. We do have the convergence and the raid, and actually the multiple different iterations of the raid. Another event successful. Now we'll check back in with the heart vendor. Finish off the other heart. Ooh, we'll grab some more Calcum first, because hey, free monies. I love gold. Alright, that away. Talk to Arid Esker. Again, Esker is like the pile of rubble you get at the bottom of a glacier. As it comes down, it pushes all the dirt and rocks and everything in front of it, and then it'll recede, and you get this sort of crescent-shaped pile of stuff, if I'm remembering correctly. Sell the junk. Oh, I wanted to get the orichalcum because it's orichalcum. Whack, whack. Whack. Ooh, and a bonus gem to boot. Nice. I shan't complain about that. Another event. I will wait in on the veteran and the elite.
Stand your ground.
Chill to the bone!
Another one complete. More XP, more goodies. But I need to head to the west where we have another heart awaiting us. And once we get all of the hearts finished up, keep doing that. Excuse me guys, I gotta run. Because I'm in combat. What about being able to mount in combat, you yutzes? A little bit late, and we got another major Coden cache. A lot of these today. Bunches, not a complaint. No. I miss every time there's a new patch. I always miss the couple of days or day or two without the radio, without the mount radio. What a lovely sight all the bloodstone is.
You've brought this on yourself.
Wow, did I just tell that to the wolves that they've brought this on themselves? That's a little bit self-indulgent. They're just wolves being wolves. You brought this on yourselves by attacking me the way predators would attack. Where is it? I think it's over there. Ancient sapling, because I'm an ancient sap. No jokes about ancient wood needed, okay? I can see my house from here.
The fight still rages against Greer's rot, but he's far less a stranger to us now.
Let's go ahead and do this adventure. It's pretty quick. Play. That's just my pet snorting. Never mind. That was gross. There's 12 concealed things we need to find. I've done this one enough that I can, even though I haven't done it for probably a month and a half, a pretty good idea where they all are. This is one of those cases where I think they would be well served. Oh, that's right. By doing more locations and having them vary, either day by day or randomly, rather than always being in the same 12 spots. Don't know if that's how much work that might be, how much additional work that might be. A chunk, no doubt. It's me. Loser. That is 7 of them. Eight.
Sniper position secure.
9. Oops, lots of friends. And also friendly friends at that. Are they friendly friends? Not really. There's 11. And 12. Give me my gold medal. Thank you. Got another ancient sapling.
Quite a reward.
Put those away. Another full moon item. Off to my guildie until she's got them all. Once she's got them all, I can stop. And that will be a spam or fraud telephone call. I get about 2 a day. The second one, I'm going to mute for a minute. Be right back. I'll keep playing. Yep. No comment.
Thank you for letting me join your
Message.
research party in the woods.
I tell them due to the number of scam and fraud calls I receive, I no longer pick up the phone, so leave a message or don't bother calling.
If I may ask,
And their automated dialing system doesn't know how to deal with that, so it times out. Does this game still have an active community? It has a very active community. I believe when the last this brand new expansion came out 3 months ago, this is the first content patch for the new expansion. When the previous expansion came out, they said they had hit their all-time concurrent user mark. So it's probably a little lower than the all-time high, but it's very high. Extremely live game, for sure. Understandable, you would ask about it, though. For a long, long time, people thought the game was dead, including some who played the game all the time. Thought that it was basically a dying game. About the same time that Final Fantasy XIV started getting a lot of the unhappy WoW players, some chunk of them came to Guild Wars 2 as well. And Guild Wars 2 seems to have righted the ship as far as their content delivery goes. All of that has improved. So yeah, the game is in about as good a state as it's ever been since launch. And you could argue better. Concurrent player numbers were higher in End of Dragons. Was it EOD or Soda? One of the two, last 2 expansions, that they'd ever been. And now they're bringing out an expansion every year. Smaller expansions, but every year. If you've ever played in the past, if you reached the level cap, your character's still at level cap, waiting for you. They're lonely. They miss you. If you had decent gear, your gear will still be decent. You can do almost all of the endgame content with gold quality gear that you can buy off the auction house for a few gold.
Infuriate!
The level cap is still 80. Where it's always been. If you've never played, the original core game is the free-to-play offering. It has a few limitations. Instead of 5 characters, you get 2. You get like 1 fewer bag slot, stuff like that. And once you spend any money on the game, those limitations are removed. I can't believe that managed to get through that quickly, although actually I can. So. Why aren't you not moving? Thank you. Like the level design and color palette, it has what has been described as a painterly quality, was what they were aiming for the game. They wanted the visuals to sort of look like a painting. It is available either from as a standalone launcher or from Steam, and as of this week, also Epic Games Store.
retrieve additional doses
And
from them
the
if
core
needed.
gameplay, as it launched 12 years ago, is the free gameplay now. Or the free-to-play game. Is all the stuff that was in it. Whoop, then. That's the drone. There we go. Oh, that's right. This one I need to bomb the critters. But not the corrupted mobs. The rot strikes and stuff. Just the regular mobs, like the bee.
I'd be 6 feet tall.
So the only thing you have to pay cash money for is the expansions. And except for the latest, I expect all of them will be going on sale for Black Friday. So I would say now is a very good time to find out if it's the sort of game that you like, if you've never played it. If you like it, you'll be able to buy the expansions cheap in a week, probably. And if you don't like it, all it costs you is a little bit of time and the bandwidth required to download it.
I'm nigh invincible.
Therapeutic full potency in 1 minute and 18 seconds. That's another mist-burned aboga. Classic class options. It doesn't have the classic Trinity. You can play as a healer or a DPS. There isn't, for most of the game, there isn't a specific tank. The exception is some of the raids have bosses with specific tankable characteristics. Sort of the third leg of the Trinity here is support. So what you'll usually get is you can be pure DPS, you can be DPS support, or you can be heal support. It's sort of the standard layout. Every class can do every role. Every class has specs that are for healing or for DPS or for either of those hybrid with buffing support. There are 9 classes, 3 heavy armor. That's my 21,000 achievement point award. Dun 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 dun.
Rare and valuable.
Heavy, medium, and light armor. The heavy is Warrior, Revenant, and Guardian. The mediums are Engineer, Ranger, and Thief, and the light armor is Elementalist, Necromancer, and Mesmer. But any class can play essentially any role. Any of the roles I mentioned. There is no, strictly speaking, there is no tanking class.
Begin destruction protocol.
Out of this? Good question. Let's go with the Ursus Oblige, I think. Alright, there's the Hellfire Greaves. I don't have to store those in the wardrobe because they're always available in the wardrobe. As a wardrobe option now that I've unlocked them. So the preview is that they're all flamey and stuff. So because they're in the wardrobe, I can destroy them. And I don't want to open that air because it's going to dump a bunch of stuff in my already too full inventory. God, my inventory management is terrible. Every class has 3 elite specializations, which basically sort of change the class up. which are available each from one of the expansions. One of the expansions will unlock one elite spec for every class. So for instance, I'm playing a Guardian. The elite specializations here are Dragon Hunter, which adds a longbow to their weapon skills, Firebrand, which adds a torch, and Willbender, which adds an offhand sword, so they can dual-wield swords. And each of those have entirely different specialization choices and skills and stuff. So there's a lot of build craft available to the players. There are a lot of different ways of building
My pet needs help.
your class. I've hit a good point where I'm going to take a moment away. Let's return to my homestead, which is the housing system in the game that just came in. Came in with this expansion. I have not done much with the housing yet. I'm going to swap characters. This is my house. There are many like it, but this one's mine. Ooh, it's nighttime. We've got auroras. I'm going to swap characters over to my namesake. And as I used to do, doing it again, I'm going to go through some of the new stuff that's coming out over the next, 2 weeks in the store and everything. I have 2. Why do I need 2? Janther Wilds, close window. Janther Wilds, close window. Okay, that's a bug. That just appeared when I launched 47 minutes ago. We have new weapons for the Black Lion set. The new Black Lion ticket weapons are in. These are cosmetics that can be purchased for a Black Lion ticket. The new ones aren't a bad set. Definitely not my favorite. I'll probably pick up the spear because the spear is pretty good and I don't have a lot of spear skills. Torch is pretty good too. But first thing I'm going to do, I have 25 Black Lion chests and by God I'm going to open them. So, in every Black Lion chest, I will get 2 Black Lion statuettes. Guaranteed. I will get 2 commons. Good ones in here are the unlocks, and if I get lucky, the die kits. Also okay, the crafting bags, because legendary crafting and stuff. Some of the others are okay, a couple of them are kind of crap. In the uncommon slot, you have a 10% chance of getting an uncommon or better out of the box. This is the Abyss Stalker set, which is... that's the focus. It's a pretty good set. It's a really good set. Yeah, that's a really nice set. So any of those would be fine. Do I have any? Not sure I have any Abyss Stalkers. Maybe one? Yeah, I've got the Scepter. And the Sword. We also can get the Mystic Visionary Cape. That's a reasonably nice one. And the Spear Skin, I think, kicks ass. So this is kind of the one I kind of hope to get. If I'm getting an uncommon or a rare. That's a nice Spear Skin. I approve of that one. In the rares, I'm not a big fan of the Snow Garden cosmetics. Technically they're nice. But they're so seasonal. Unless I'm dressing up for, for Christmas, my character, I can't see myself ever using them. But those are the rares. And then there's these super rares, which of course I won't get. I will click open. We'll get a common here and a common here. And when we get a 5th box, that means we got an uncommon or better. About a 10% chance. So on average, we get 2.5. Over time, I have probably gotten about 2.7, I would say. But recently, I have not had very good luck. The last time I opened 25 boxes, I got a good return. But like the previous half dozen, I got 2 or less. I think every time but 1. So my average has come down a bit. But on average, we should get 2.5. Whether we get the good ones or the bad ones, who's to know? And here we go.
That looks valuable.
Okay, that's really good. That's a great start. We get 2 Black Lion statuettes. This is the best you can do without getting an uncommon. We've got an unlock and a die kit. That's about the best you can get without getting an uncommon or better. Another unlock. Revive orbs, not so much. I have more of them than I know what to do with.
I didn't see you there.
The transmutation charges will consume another thing I don't need more of. Crafting bags. Crafting materials are needed for making legendaries, and I'm planning on making more legendaries sooner or later. That one was not good. Teleport to friend. I have more than I can use. Because I just don't have any friends. That's not true. They're just not playing. Upgrade extractor. There we go.
Too much treasure.
We got the spear. Excellent. This is going to be a win right there. Black Lion claim ticket scrap. Always welcome. There's the spear. There's the preview. That's a nice skin. Void corrupted spear. Well, the current spear I have equipped is that one, which is a pretty good skin. I actually wish I'd gotten more of the void corrupted skins. This is one of the few I got. I could have gotten a whole batch. Yeah, I missed out on that. So we will equip, apply. After all, this looks more appropriate for an elementalist to be holding onto a lightning bolt. So I'm pleased with that. That's certainly of the commons. That's the one I wanted the most by far. Excellent. Again, unlock and die. That's as good as they get without having an uncommon or better in them. Another die kit and a teleport friend. Another die kit, different flavor, and a couple of tier 5 crafting bags.
Speak quickly.
Die kit and a miniature claim ticket. I have most of the cool miniatures I want from the claim tickets, though. Another die kit, not bad. Claim ticket scrap. 10 claim ticket scraps can be turned into a claim ticket, which will get you one of these skins of your choice. We are 40% done. New die kit and another unlock. We're doing quite well on the unlocks. Normally about 4 or 5 is the average, and we've got 4 already. Unlocks are awesome. They're fun. Might not like the result, but it's a gamble, and it's fun. 5 more transmog charges and another scrap. Basically, it's a random skin you don't already have. Alright, a primer. They're always boring. We're more than halfway done.
You can never have too much treasure.
Another die kit. Pardon me. More mats. That's going to need to go to the bank. 11 left. We are now 60% done. Another die kit.
Nice
Tier
gear.
6 mats. 10 to go. Die kit and miniature claim ticket.
Greetings.
There we go. It is the Snow Garden Sword Skit. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the Snow Garden ones, but still, it's a rare, so I'm not going to complain. I am curious. It's a sword. Swords usually have a pretty good resale value. That one is currently selling for 37 gold. Pretty good. We have 8 left. So we're about on par for where we should be for the number of uncommons or better.
You can never have too much treasure.
That is a primer and a Soto material bag. Die kit and a Soto material bag. Oh, nice. Missed a coin in that? I'll take that. That's over 2 gold now, I think. Another die kit and a Black Lion ticket scrap. We're halfway to a Black Lion ticket. Black Lion chests. We have 5 to go. We are 80% done. That's a loser. That's as bad as it gets. Revive orb and teleport to friend. Mwah, mwah. Come on. Come on. I deserve one more.
You can never have too much
Die kit. Black Lion ticket scrap. Die kit. Teleport to friend. 2 to go. Die kit. Black Lion script. Wow, that's 7 Black Lion ticket scraps. That's, I think, the most scraps I've ever gotten in one batch. Here we go. Last chance. Will we be below average or will we be above average?
That looks valuable.
Well, I'm below average. Make of that what you may. All right. But we're not done just yet. No, not just yet. Not yet. I'm going to drop some stuff into... No, we can wait on that. I'm going to turn 7 Black Lion ticket scraps
Fired up.
into a Black Lion ticket. Vintage Black Lion weapon box. That's a random. Wow. You could really get burned on that one. But I'm going to buy the Black Lion claim ticket. And we're going to buy the new spear. Because more spears is good. We just don't have that many spears. So that's kind of why. There's the faux fire spear. It's nothing spectacular, but it's a nice little spear skin.
Thank you.
And we're going to store it in the wardrobe. All right, now. Yep, there we go. We're going to go through the die packs. That 16 die kits. That is by far the most die kits I've ever gotten out of a batch of bags. I'm going to rearrange things here a little. We have 8 Jormag die kits. Now, I have all of the common, uncommon, and rare dies in the game. I do not have all the exclusives, which are these other ones here, but I have all of the ones in here. So what this means is I'm going to open these, and the results are going to go off to my alt account. My alt account has them. They're then going to go into the guild bank where my guildies can freely glom them. That's a rare, uncommon, common, exclusive, exclusive. Nice. Okay, repeats on the exclusives a little silly. Frozen Scales and Frostbite Green. So that's the top there, has a little tint of green in it. And that's the pants, is the Frozen Scales die. I always have to check before I send them off to my alt account. That one's selling for 2 gold 15. And that one's selling for a gold 19. Interesting. I actually prefer the darker green one, the Frozen Scales. Anyway, these go off to the alt account. And these two will have to wait because we're going to have more dies getting sent off. Frankly, if I can get a single die for this account out of these, that would be okay. 2 would be good. Timey's die kits. Again, uncommon, common, and rare. I have them all. 1, 2. There's, I think, 3 or even 4 that I don't have here. 3. So, if we get an exclusive here, 50-50, it's one we don't have. We got an exclusive.
You can never have too much
We got
treasure.
2 exclusives. Electro purple. That's the color on the top there, and it's shiny and purple. Woot! I didn't even check to see what it sells for. Oh, the other one we do already have. So, we've got 1. Presuming that this is about 2 1/4 gold. Presumably the other one is similar. I have to know. I have to check. It's just my way. Electro. That was the Electro purple, and it's actually the cheapest at $1.50. Huh. Anyway, we now have 5 dies again. Go off to Magnifying Lens, TTV. I wish I'd come up with a different name. But I didn't. For the alt account. I think I had just seen someone with a TTV name earlier that day, and that's kind of why I did it. I guess I'm a sheep. Lion's Arch. Survivors? I am pretty sure I've got all of these. God. Yeah, the enameled dies are really, really good. The Legacy is good. Enameled and Blaze is like my second favorite die in the whole game after Darkness. So these are all great dies. Uncommon. Uncommon. Common. We've got 1 die left. The Primordius die kit. I think there's a... No, I'm not sure about Primordius. Got it. I think I have all of these. Maybe one I don't. Yeah, I have them all. Can I get 1 more exclusive to round it out? No. So these now also go off to Magnifying Lens. But we're not done yet. Nope. We've got the unlocks. Now the fun really begins. Let me hit the bank to drop off a bunch of the extra stuff in there.
Excelsior.
That, and that, and that, and those. I don't think I've got space for any more of those, though. Yeah, I do. Barely.
May the stars guide you.
Bloop. Those and that. All right. We're also going to want to drop that off. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the Snow Garden skins. I just find
My word.
to be very useful for seasonal stuff, but I won't be dressing myself up in anything seasonal for the Christmas event. Halloween? Yeah, I could certainly see it for the Halloween event. The Mad King event is maybe my favorite in the game. Okay, we've got 5. Armor, wardrobe, and weapon. Armor's pretty obvious. Any piece of armor that you don't already have unlocked that isn't legendary, I believe is the thing. Same for the weapons. Wardrobe is armor, weapons, and also outfits, dies, gliders, minis, finishers, mail carriers. We'll start with the armor.
May the stars
That's the
guide
most
you.
likely to give us something bad. Probably give
Seize
us
the moment.
a cultural armor.
We all have
wanna
a
be able to
place
look
in
it up?
Eternal alchemy.
I have such a lot of those black lion coins saving. Yeah, I have spent a bunch.
shall find.
There are a few items I'm waiting to settle down into the cheapest tier. Things that I want, but not enough that I'm not willing to wait a month or two for them to save me some coins, because splurging on the coins. I have spent, for instance, the top end value for any of those is 60 coins. And there are a number of things I have spent 60 coins on. But generally, I'm willing to wait for them to go down to 45 coins, or a tier below that, there's the 30s and 25s. I will do a browse, though.
More
You're right,
violence,
I should do a
say.
browse.
Less violence.
First up, the armor unlocks. All of these are
Know
potential.
your face from my dream.
You can get something really awesome, or something really crap. Here we go. It is the Jade Tech hat. It is a medium armor headpiece.
I'm at your service.
And it looks just a little like that. That's a cool one. I'm not certain I would ever wear it unless I got like the rest of the pieces, but it's a cool one. I'm going to give that a 7.5 out of 10.
Seek, and you shall find.
That's a nice piece.
How are you?
It also has the hair protection, which they always have to do with hats. So many MMOs, they don't deal with hats and hair well. Still, that's a really nice piece. So, like I said, 7.5 out of 10. That's solid.
Seize the moment.
Next up, we'll be going to the guaranteed weapon unlocks.
Someday I will establish my prominence.
Again, a wide variety of weapons available, all at random. Could be awesome, could be terrible. Always fun to open them up, though. Here we go. It is a Whisper's Secret Warhorn. That's pretty crap. As you can see, I have most of the Whispers set. You get access to the Whispers set every time you have a character go through the Order of Whispers storyline. You choose that as your order in chapter 4, I think, of your personal story. You get to choose one, and there's like 5 I hadn't chosen, and that was one of them. So that's about as crap as you can get.
Seize the moment.
And it's pretty damn boring. That's a 2 out of 10.
May the stars guide you.
Okay, but we have another weapon.
We all have a place in the eternal alchemy.
This time, definitely. Those are all those Black Lion coins. Yes, oh, sorry, we already covered that. This one is the Molten Greatsword. You know, I like a quiet, understated, sophisticated weapon. This is not one of those, but it's pretty cool. I'm going to go solid 7.
How are you?
I wish sort of the flamey part down here, I guess it does have a little bit of that. I wish it had a bit more of it, like sort of along the whole length. But regardless, that is a comically oversized, kind of funny and cool sword. So I'm going to give that a 7. Now we have 2 hugely more options
I know
unlocks.
Your face from my dream.
This is all of the unlocks. It's going to be random. It could be complete crap. The only thing it can't be is a legendary skin, and it can't be a skin I already have. But as you can see, that's a lot of options.
More violets, I say.
Here's
Less
the first
violence. Seek and
Beast
you shall
Slayer
find.
Focus.
I know your face from my dream.
It's a stick with a claw dangling off of it. I'm going to give that a 3. I mean, I could see a use for that. If you're doing a beast hunting ranger, except they can't use foci. I don't think. So you'd have to build around it. Maybe for those of you, pardon me, who are into Monster Hunter.
More violets, I say. Less violence.
Mount skins are your favorites. They vary so widely. They give you a lot of choice. I don't know if you get mount skins out
I know
of this.
your
I
face
don't
from
think
my
so,
dream.
but I could be wrong. Anyway, you could do for those of you who are into the Monster Hunter game, you could do a Monster Hunter vibe with this, but it's relatively limited. We have one more unlock. Here we go. Are you ready? Here we go.
One more thing for my list of accomplishments.
It is the Crimson Dragon Slayer Scepter. I'm going to give it a 6. It's got the nice little tassel action going. Some glowy redness. So we did okay. We did okay. We got
I know your face
2
from
not
my
very
dream.
good and 3 above average, I would say. So, not too bad. Let's grab those Black Lion statuettes.
Seek and you shall find.
All right, there's 27 more of them hiding somewhere. Where are they?
May the stars guide you.
There they are. I'll move those in there. All right. So here's the things you can get with these. Right now, you're getting a guarantee of at least 2 for every box you open. So you can buy Black Lion claim tickets. You can buy more unlocks. These are the new ones. The portable hot springs chair just rotated out today. So yesterday you could only get it from opening a box. Today it cost you 60 of these. And it's a hot tub for you and a couple of friends.
Strong.
Not really my vibe.
More violets,
I already have one of the 3-person ones. The acclaimed militia chess piece I actually kind of like, but we don't have any other pieces. So if it's meant to be a set, it changes the gloves too. That's interesting. It changes the gloves along with the chest. Huh. I like that more than I thought I did. Not enough to pay 64. 30, yeah. The Divine Radiant Sword. A lot of people consider it the lightsaber. I'm sorry, we already have a lightsaber. That's the Holosmith sword. But it is really shiny. Again, nice, but not 60 nice. We have another tilted hat down, but this one has a demon's face behind it. I would think much more highly if those 2 pieces were separate. If you could have the hat, the mask, or the hat and the mask. The flowing scaled cape isn't bad, but again, not worth 60. Not to me. Recent ones. The council chair is, again, anyone who's doing like a live stream of a costume contest, you would want this for your 3 judges, obviously. The party skiff is goofy. I don't generally do goofy, with a few exceptions. It's very high quality. I think it's beautifully done. Just not my vibe, you know? The Cyber Howl Greatsword skin, I don't see myself ever getting. I can't see any of my characters would ever use it. I don't cosplay the Transformers. The Arcane Sigil backpack is not a bad one, but I have a similar one already. With sort of a mystical symbol rotating around. Don't like hats that change your hairstyle at all. Well, one of the advantages I have is I have no hairstyle to begin with for this character. Understandable. Yeah, I mentioned that a few minutes ago, that one of the problems most MMOs have is if they have hat cosmetics, they don't handle hair well. And so either they do something like they tend to in this game, where you have like a neck covering to cover up where your hair would be, or they'll even show you bald sometimes. That's pretty common in a lot of the MMOs.
Seek, and you shall find.
The Dove Lover's bench chair, really. Who's going to tidy up after the doves? Not me. The reconfigurable construct, this is one I definitely want, but I don't think I want at that price point. Not at 45. At 30, absolutely. The Infused Aurora gloves, again, probably getting those, but at 30. The Fate Unraveling, I'm not sure I really want it all. I think it's, for me to say this, I think that's a little over the top. It's just too much. For me, it's too much. As unlikely as that seems. You know, stowed, it looks cool, looks like it's got promise, and then you pull it out, pardon the phrase.
Wild welcome you.
And that's just got too much going on for me. Now down here, the Festive Iceberg, I am tempted, but I don't use my skiff enough to justify it. I've got the Ghost.
More violets, I say.
I do not have the Jade Tech wings, but I have another Jade Tech backpack. I have the rest of the Seven Reapers skins, but I don't like the helm. The Starborn cape is okay, but doesn't really grab me. The Seraph wings, I kind of like. I'm tempted to get. Screw it. I'm going to get them. I kind of like them. There we go. Just that quick. The Wandering Cloud.
I know you.
I'm not that interested in. It just looks like you're on a cotton ball. The Vermilion Throne is a nicely done piece of work, to be sure. But I already have a throne. I have Doom's throne. I won that from a streamer giveaway.
More violence, I say. Less violence.
The Worm's Breath cape. It dives nicely. But again, I just don't think it's my vibe, man. Dreamwalker's wings.
My word.
I'm sorry, it looks goofy as a backpack. Casimir's regalia. I think I have a number of capes, and I don't wear that many capes. It's not a bad one, though. I'll certainly say that for it. I've got the... one of the blind... maybe it's not the whale... must not be the whale spirit glider I have. That's definitely not my vibe, although it's really pretty. It's very, very well executed. Again, it's just not my vibe. Although, I'd never noticed the little seahorses before. That's a nice touch. And swimming.
I know your face from my dream.
I'm not a huge fan of the Starlight stuff, generally. I like it in Twilight, but... I did want the Celestial Axe. I'm going to get that. See, it's hit my price point. The Watchwork wings look a little bit silly when they're not, extended. The Starborn outfit, I'm not a fan of. Dragon Fireworks package, I think looks really dopey when you're wearing it, but it has a very cool glider. Branded Relic package. A little bit much, even for me. I could conceivably see myself getting that one later, though. Etherbound. Yeah. Not really my vibe again.
May the stars
the
guide
Exalted
you.
Shoulders. Those aren't bad. But I need more Exalted pieces. That's the thing with the one-off cosmetics, like those shoulders. If there's not supporting pieces, why would I want gloves that don't match anything else I've got? Why would I want shoulders that don't match anything else I've got? The Roaring Dragon. I'm not huge on the sort of illusionary looking ones. Desert King Throne, again. Very nice, but I have Doom's Throne. Why would I want anything else? I have one of the other Scythe skins, and I just like it way better than this one.
We all have a place in the eternal alchemy.
I'm not big on the cute stuff, so generally speaking, Mounts pack, no.
May the stars guide you.
A big bug on my back, I'm an entomophobe, so no. Exalted gloves? Yeah, maybe with the shoulders. I'm not sure. I don't think we have just
more violence, I say.
Those two pieces. It's not quite enough. Another nice, quiet weapon skin. I already have one ludicrous bow skin. I don't think I need two. Well, I picked up a couple of things at least. Anything else here gonna grab me? Mounts packs. Fallen Balthazar. It's nice they've got more outfits for, 30, 25 or 30 though. I think that's a win for the players. Yeah, the wolf look. If I was going for a Bram look, but that's never ever going to happen. The elemental sword's not bad. Dual wielding that wouldn't be bad. Not quite sold on dropping some more points for it, but it's certainly not bad. And in here you can get things like mystery tonics and unlocks and stuff. Favorite cosmetics I currently own. Well, let's see.
How can I help?
These are the novelties. In here, amongst the novelties, the Bench of the Final Judge, Doom's Throne, is pretty impressive.
I know you.
And that's got from the raid. I got it, won it in a giveaway from Taja. Thank you, Taja.
My word.
Let's see. Amongst the outfits, there are a few I really like. Let's see. The Noble Couriers, which is that without the mask. think the mask's silly.
May the stars guide
The
you.
Noble Count is pretty good too, although not in this color combo. Those pants, that's just not going to do. Those are both really nice.
We all have a place in the eternal alchemy.
Let's put the Noble Courtier back in and remove it so we can go back to our current look. And then let's see, amongst the equipment, basically we have to check for each. I'd have to, there are so many, I have so many now. So for instance, this is focus.
It's a pleasure.
And if we go to wardrobe and I click on the focus, this is how many foci I have. I have a lot. And that's true for
Someday
everything.
I will establish
and
my
so a lot of
prominence.
times it takes me a while when I decide I want to change up my cosmetics. It just takes a long time for me to make up my mind, to find things that work together, that fill the look that I am trying to get. So it's tough. There are a few that I commonly use a lot. Let me swap back into my most played character. We'll go back to Spongo Smallberries. By the way, about 5 minutes into the start of the game, I created Lens. Current look is very neat. You like the scepter thing? Looks like a black hole or a black sun. Yeah. I think that's a really cool skin. And that's one of the ones I paid, I think, 45 of the Black Lion statuettes for. And as for the large number of statuettes, for a couple of years, I bought 25 keys every time a new box dropped. I like to pretend it's good content, but it's also me getting cool looking cosmetics. I will frequently hide cloaks. For instance, right now I am not hiding it, but you. Oh, actually, I am hiding it right now on this character, but you can't really see it because I have Twilight. This is one of my favorite cosmetics. This was the first legendary I ever got, and if you'll note, it's got a star field in it, and when it swings, it leaves a smear behind it, and when you run, it leaves footprints that have the stars in them. That's the first legendary I ever got, and I chose that. Well, first of all, I use Greatsword a lot. I always have. And second, because I love the skin. It's one of the best skins going. And this is a mix and match of a couple of different pieces from different sets. And I don't have the cloak currently turned on. Here's what the cloak looks like. It's not a bad match, I don't think. But I prefer it without. But again, if we were talking about, this is the current skin I have for the bow. And once again, we're looking at a boatload of bows. It's completely over the top and taller than him is why I'm using it. And as for the sword, well, again, we've got more swords than I can count. For a very long time, I used, where is it? Timekeeper's skin, something like that. That's one of the few skins that I flat out bought from the store for gems. Where is it? There it is. Why aren't you coming out? It's free. So it ticks when you draw it. It's got the cool visual, sort of shimmering, and it's got the rotating clock arms on it. So that is one of my all-time favorites as well. Let's pop that back to Twilight. Because it's a legendary weapon, you can change the appearances without using a transmogrification charge. Nice. Another one of my all-time favorites is a hammer. Let's see. Probably the best way to get a look at that is for me to hit the Mistlock Sanctuary. This is a permanent pass. I can come here at any time on any of my characters because I have it in my shared inventory spaces. Yeah, Twilight is a terrific weapon. It's one of my favorites. There is a light equivalent. So there's Twilight, and the predecessor for that is Dusk, and then Dawn has Sunrise, I think. And then if you take those two, you can slam the two legendaries together and make basically a super legendary. Yes, all of my characters. These are unlocked on all of my characters. So all of my characters, if I open their cosmetics for two-handed swords, they all have access to all the same cosmetics. So we come over here, and we check Lorekeeper stuff. So if we go to the wardrobe, so this, you can see, for instance, this is the light headgear. This is all the pieces I have unlocked. You'll notice there's a shitload I do not have unlocked. But all of these are unlocked for all of my characters who can wear light armor skins. But in this case, I wanted to get the Lorekeeper skins. I've got the hammer and one other. The staff is also an amazing skin I don't have, and I could buy it for about 100 gold, which is a lot. Lorekeeper. So this is the hammer I have. What you'll note is the hammerheads, they're books. They are books that are attached to this glowing, shining, rotating gem with the sort of ribbons with writing on them. It's an animation and set. It's a set I just absolutely love. I think it's a beautiful set. And we also, I do not have the staff. I have the great sword. I have one more of them than I thought, I guess. So there's the great sword. Again, you've got the glowy effect, the glowing ribbons with writing on it. No actual book in this case. And I think I have the mace. Oh, I have more than I thought. The pistol. The scepter. They're great, but they don't have the book. I like the book look. And here's the staff. I think the staff is just ridiculously amazing looking. So it has this open book and this glow. And then the ribbons with writing on them. But now I'll show you my favorite skin in the entire game, and it's one I do not have. It is a legendary skin. I've gotten very slightly started on acquiring it, but it is a lot of time and effort and work, and it's called the Binding of Ippos. The Binding of Ippos. It's a focus, and when you swap to the weapons that have the focus, it changes your hand, and well, you can see there's this book sitting on my hip right there. That's what it looks like when you're just wearing it, using it. You know, you don't have your weapons out. That's what happens when you pull it out, the weapon out. Your hand turns into that. You have this big book with a moving eyeball and some terrifying imagery on it. I want the Binding of Ippos. So that is maybe my favorite skin in the whole game. Historically, in Generation 1 and Generation 2, ArenaNet did not screw around with the legendaries. They look fucking amazing. But that's the one I want. I would figure out builds that used the focus just so I could play with the Binding of Hippos. So that would be maybe my favorite in the whole game. Let me take my funds. And now I'm getting back to actually playing the game. I know, crazy talk, am I right? We're back to Janthier Sentry. And I'm going to actually go back to the Lowlands. Because heart completion, I've already completed all 3 hearts on this map.
Storm's rolling in again.
Ooh, storm's rolling in. Okay, that's 10 minutes out.
For the assault.
What that's about is there is a boss event that happens in 10 minutes. But right now, I doubt anyone's doing it. First of all, it's a map-wide event, and you really need like 100 people doing it. 50 on each. The requirements to gain the Binding of Hippos are extensive. The second generation of legendaries were all intended to take a lot of time and effort, and you cannot buy them. You can buy the Generation 1 and Generation 3 legendaries. You cannot buy the Generation 2 ones. They were meant to be very, very difficult, time-consuming, and expensive. I have, I think, the start of one of the achievements I need for it doesn't show up. I don't remember the name of the achievement. Basically, there's like 3 or 4 tiers of achievements, and those can be full of a very large list of things you need to get done. And if you just look at the top end, for instance, right now we added a new legendary. Was added today to the game. Let's see if I can find the information for that one. Is that Janthier? Wildfarer? No, Lowland Shore. Side stories. What was the achieve? Anyway, it's got a, on screen that big of a list of things you need to do. Now, some of them I already have done. And they're not showing up as done because basically you have to update by moving a particular object into your inventory. And that will... excuse me for a second. Everything in the world has given me all of the conditions. Someone was asking about boon corruption. I was up to like 12 stacks of torment because my boons got corrupted instantly. Not a mechanic I'm a fan of, by the way. Quick, before I do anything else, let me just return back to Lowland Shores. That'll do. So a lot of those bits and pieces, there's, I don't know, it's like a 5 by 15 or 20. So there's like, I don't know, 80 or 100 things you've got to do. And a lot of them are just, oh, you've already got that done. You just need to update it by putting it in your inventory. But a lot of them have multiple steps and are very expensive to accomplish by themselves. So it is misleading in that some of the stuff, it looks like a huge number. The huge number isn't the problem. The problem is that some of them are really, really time consuming. Well, first thing I'm going to do then, I'm going to head over here. And I'm going to pick up Scat. All right.
Long before you were in sight, she knew you were on your way. Even without me calling.
I am picking up Scat. I'm a hero, you know. Oh, I'm a hero. This heart is fast, pretty fast to do, because all you have to do is finish all this. Pick up the Warclaw Scat, feed and pet the enormous cats.
Many journey kit love having their heads pet.
And all of those things give you progress towards the heart completion in the upper right. And that'll finish out the heart. And finishing out the heart gives you currencies, and the currencies are used for a lot of the new stuff that was introduced in this expansion, including the new legendary spear. The new legendary spear is kind of cool in that it has 5 different appearances. I'm not sure if you get to freely swap between them, or if it has one and then you have to do something to unlock the others. The Generation 3 legendaries have a base appearance, but they each have 5, I think, maybe 6 alternate appearances that actually take work and expense to unlock. Whereas the Gen 1 and 2 legendaries have exactly 1 appearance each. But the appearances themselves are extraordinary in some cases.
Bring back some meat scraps from your recent
How about some meat for the Warclaw youth?
Surely, thank you.
Have some food.
Belly rubs are a sure way to make fast friends.
Belly rubs are not a sure way of making friends with any cat. Some cats like belly rubs. Most of them will pretend to like belly rubs until your hand is fully within your reach, at which point they turn into a Cuisinart. More Warclaw scat, you know? You just never get enough Warclaw scat. That's what I have to say.
Duty Wayfinder. A clean pen makes for a healthy journey kit.
More pets for the cats.
Oh, I can hear them every day. Anytime it gets quiet. Their screams. Their fear.
Couple more. And we'll have finished this heart out. For those of you not familiar with the heart system in Guild Wars 2, it's kind of like a quest. But there's normally more than one thing you can do in the area to finish out the heart. This is unusual in that if you just do all of the stuff in here, you can finish out a heart. Most of the time it takes multiple events or things to do to finish out a heart. And so, for instance, having finished it, I can now purchase, cheaply, I can purchase 1 Curious Lowland Honeycomb per day. And those are, I think they probably require like 500 of them to make, are involved in making the spear, and I have 731. So it might be 500 each for multiple pieces. Basically, it is a currency either to buy stuff or to make stuff with. Let's see, do I have any other achievement stuff? Collections. Legendary weapons, here we are. So as an example, I have Bolt and I have Twilight now are the only 2 legendary weapons I have. These are the tier 2s. The generation 2s. So Binding of Ippos is in here somewhere. Let's see, do I actually have... That's Astrolaria, Meteorologicus. Do I have the beginning for Ippos here? Doesn't look like it. There's the one for Clobiarne, which is the new spear. And that has not been unlocked. Oh, I know. I need to talk to someone to unlock it to be seen there. Okay, so yeah, this is what I was talking about. This is the legendary weapon Clobiarne Gear Gifts. See what I mean? All of these things are required. Now, some of them are simple. Gift of the Janthier Wilds is a couple of gifts I already have and a couple of things I don't have, and you combine them together and they make that. More stuff there. That requires a bunch of crafting pieces to be thrown together. We've got balls of dark energy I have none of. I have no cubes. An Eldritch Scroll, I think, is bought from the Mystic Forge. Gift of Totems is made by a bunch of crafting materials. So a lot of this stuff I already have. It's just not as appearing yet. But a lot of it also requires a lot of work to get. And so that's the kind of thing you have to look forward to. And this might be, and in fact probably is, just one part of getting a legendary. Legendaries outside of the ones you can buy, which are not anyway by any means cheap, are a lot of work. And they're not cheap to make, generally speaking. Yeah, you'll note the legendary weapon, this is part 1. You'll note we have 2 more parts that aren't unlocked, or sorry, 3 more parts that aren't unlocked yet, even. I need to talk to Unending Tribute to learn how to start. Now, I saw where he was earlier when Muckluck went looking for him, and I think he was over here somewhere. I do not foresee myself having...
What?
Let me change. Mounts, default mounts. I miss my mount radial. It'll be back in a couple of days, Lens. I know, but I miss it. That was my whining. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm very practiced at whining.
Crop tamer. Sight for sore eyes.
It wasn't this one. Over there, maybe? Down there? What was the name again? I've forgotten the name already? Because I'm a dope? I don't think it was here. Might have been on that.
Think anyone
Little
noticed
Mesa?
if we take a strategic detour around the hot springs?
I give it 2 minutes before farm fail and still have to drag our good corpses back.
I also will have to spend some time playing New World because their Thanksgiving event has begun, and I must hunt Turkalon, the giant turkey. Seriously. Turkalon. Giant turkey. I'm not kidding. Here we go again. All right, this time I will make a point of trying to remember. Legendary weapons. Where's the spear? Clobiarne. Talk to Unending Tribute. Unending Tribute. Give me a sec. Mystic Forge, Aurene. Unending Tribute is not showing up anywhere. Huh. Okay. I thought it was up here somewhere. We'll check. Unending Tribute. Unending Tribute. That's Frantic Hummingbird. Unending Tribute. Are you here anywhere? I would swear it was around here.
The harvest.
That Muckluck found them.
Still young.
Friend of mine up north says the crop's growing in a bit patchy. Sounds like they're getting hit with some.
When I finish up, and I'm not finishing up anytime soon, I don't think. I will not do what I did earlier and just thank everyone and call it and then kill the stream. I will try to remember to send you along to another stream so you can get drops if you're looking for drops. Unending Tribute. Unending Tribute. Do we have an Unending Tribute over here somewhere? Please? Anywhere?
My little cubs, who can tell me the story of the claw that led his bearkin away from the dragon store?
Unending Tribute? Are you about? Anywhere? I'm not having any luck. Let's see. Tips for the collection of tribute. No, that's not it. It's not him. Tribute, unending tribute. The hell? Seriously, has nobody put anything up today? New legendary spear recipe. Well, that's kind of it. Unending tribute. Anyone? Unending tribute? I'm on Reddit right now. Unending tribute. Anyone? Somebody linked the map reference. Dun dun dun. The Mall Boneyards. I was only off by half the map. Maybe more. Seriously, it's exactly where I was looking. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. It's right where I was looking. If right where I was looking was half a map away, I had it completely under control. The Mall Boneyards. The Mall Boneyards is where there are a whole bunch of small stores that sell bones. You know, they have a Bones Bath and Beyond there. They used to have a Sears, but that closed. Boneyard? Mall Boneyards. I was so close, really. Just so close. You can't blame me. All these mesas look alike. Okay, maybe not. Oh, or Calcamore. Shiny. Squirrel! That's one of those things that's valuable enough. You always want to, like, turn aside, make sure you get it. Is that the champion Valraven? I think it is, probably. It is the champion Valraven. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Unending tribute. Right where I found him. First time. Right where I was looking. Of course. What do you need? Looking to rebuild our Spear of Legend, the Claw's Spear. No, our ancestral Claw, the bearkin who led our people south out of Dragonstorm to safety. Dragonstorm should be... Oh, out of the Dragonstorm. No, then that shouldn't be, I guess, capitalized. I was going to say capitalized, but no, I guess not. I would like to hear more about the ancestral Claw. The Claw was a mighty leader to our ancestors. He saved us all, really, by leading our people out of the Dragonstorm to safety. His name has been lost to time, but we still follow his ideals. Go on. He was the first Claw of the Kodan who chose to live a life absent Koda. This was likely because his voice, a priestess of Koda, went missing prior to him leading the others south. We won't talk about her. She's in the story. Go on. He waited for her as long as he could, but his people were at risk. He knew she wasn't going to return, so he made the difficult choice. Though it saved our people, well, we've lived here since. Thank you for sharing. How can I help honor this Claw? Dun dun. I'm looking to reforge a store. His spear the best I can. I know how it was made. Anything else? The spear should represent the Claw and their 5 closest allies who stuck through thick and thin throughout the journey. I have not been watching. I don't watch football at all. I'll check on the scores, but I don't watch basically any sporting events anymore. They make me too mad. I don't need to be mad at overpaid athletes. So I'll check the scores and just shake my head. All right, so we've opened this up now. Excellent. I've gotten all of those completed, so that's a start. Lots of gifts. Lots of gifts. Each of those gifts is a bunch of different stuff. Holy crap. Mystic Runestones. So I don't know. I might have like maybe a quarter of the items here, but maybe not even in the amounts I need them. But a lot of these are a bunch of work in and of themselves. So in short, I will not be getting a spear anytime soon. Well, at least not this legendary spear. I mean, I could buy one right now. If I were to go to weapons. Legendary. Twilight, $16.95. I paid $525 for the precursor, and it probably cost me a total of $1,200 to make mine. There is the legendary spear. Kamahuali Kotaki. And it is glowy pinkish purple, and it looks like a shark puking a spear. So 1,800 gold would get you that, or I can spend the next 4 months of my life making the other one. And I don't need a spear that badly. Currently the most expensive is Eternity, which you combine Twilight and Dawn, I think. And they together make Eternity. So it takes 2 legendaries to make that legendary. Sunrise. Interesting. Oh, I know why Twilight is cheap and Sunrise is expensive right now. Because right now Twilight is available here. Or Twilight, a lot of the components are available in the legendary starter kit. As you can get the starter kit for Howler, Kudzu, Twilight, or Kamahuali Kutaki. So the stuff I need out of the new vault. I need the 3 pieces of the Rotstalker set to finish that out. I'm going to want the Warclaw skin. I'll need the legendary weapon starter key. They changed that up. You know, I'm going to get it sooner or later anyway. I'm going to go ahead and buy it now because I have 1,035. And I'm going to show you what's involved.
Now this is a find.
Now these are the starter kits, so they are about like 2/3 of what you need to make the appropriate... Oh, I can get some of the components we were just talking about. Gift of the Ursus. I don't have enough Ursus Oblige, although I'm relatively close. Recollection. These are... how many amalgamated gemstones? I have barely enough if I wanted to get all of those. So these are more components for the legendary, but I'm not working on the legendary yet. But I'll put that away. This is the legendary starter kits. They've changed this now to a key. They have built a whole really cool looking system around it, where previously you just got a box, you opened it up, and you got like 3 or 4 of the components you needed for the legendary. There was still a few you needed to get, but it was like more than half of the items needed for the legendary were in the box. And you have your choice of 4 from each of the kits. I used one of the kits to make the sword, bolt. This takes you to the Mist's Vault. And this is the vault. Nice little place they've got here for themselves, don't you think? Tell me more about where we are. It basically is a little pocket fractal. Is it more secure? Well, if it's ever invaded, they can just close it, making everything in it cease existing. Surprised you're out of the field. Well, everyone needs a break.
I knew I'd achieve this.
No, that's right. I hit the next tier. That's going to have to take up a spot in my bank, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I already hit the 21,000 achievement point earlier this evening. I'm at 21,002. Another skin there. Another skin there. So, what you can do here, and I saw this earlier and it's really cool. Show me the legendary starter kit. And what do? They show an image of you wielding the legendary. So there's a bigger version of me holding Twilight. A version of me holding Kama Ohali Kotaki. The spear. Over here is Kudzu, the bow. And over here is Howler, the warhorn. But not only that, not only you get to see what you would look like wielding them. Show me the items necessary. So here's to get this legendary weapon. See, these are all things that it knows I have. You need the precursor, and then you need a bunch of other stuff. Some of these items, for instance, Carcarius is available. You get that as part of the legendary kit. You get the gift of Kamo Hoalii Kotaki, and you get your choice of the gift, I think, of... Wow, I don't know. I think you get your choice of the gift of metal. You get your choice of the gift of magic or the gift of might. Magic or might. So I have one of each of these. No, I have one of those in the bank. I have none of those in the bank. So in that case, if I was building this, I would open the box. I'd get Carcarius. I'd get the gift of Camo. Blah, 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 and I would get the gift of magic. I would then need to get the gift of metal, the shark statue, and the gift of Zaitan. And then I could make that. But that's not all you can get other than for information. You can also walk around to show how the weapon looks in motion. Note, you get footprints. In this case, the footprints. They show a little shark coming out of the water with each step. Go to the ready pose. Put it on the back. You get to see the animation when you draw it. He draws it. More Sharky animations. Over here with Kudzu, I'm not actually sure. Again, I can show you the items. You're going to see basically for all of these are going to look the same as far as what's required. And that I do have some of the stuff. And I get more of the stuff if I choose the kit. Show me the ready pose. Let's see what it looks like when you bust it out. A whole scattering of leaves. And when you walk around, you leave a little patch of flowers behind you. And that's Kudzu. Howler, I don't really know much about. Strike the ready pose. You pull it out. I think it's supposed to go awoo, but I think I may have legendary sounds turned off because I was around someone. There's a specific weapon, legendary weapon. It looks like a bow with a unicorn on it, and when you shoot, it basically shoots little unicorns, and they go, nay, 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 every single freaking time you shoot. They had to add a checkbox to turn off legendary sounds in the game because so many people were making it and using it just to annoy the other players. So what does Howler's visuals look like? Oh, just sort of a puff of smoke. It's not especially interesting. Not that interesting, dude. Well, we can't move any closer, so I think all we get from when he draws it is a big puff of smoke. And I think it howls, hence it being called Howler. not that impressive looking a legendary, especially compared to, say, Twilight. And there's the repo where... Do I not have the key in my inventory? Legendary weapon starter key. Oh, it does say 1. Okay, yeah. It's got that little red coloring, and I was confused. So I could grab one of these if I wanted to, but that will go... Both of those, actually, are going to go into the bank for now. I've used one of my legendary starter kits. This is the 6th, each of the seasons of the Wizard's Vault. I've grabbed one. I've only made one so far. The one I made with one of the kits is Bolt, which is this sword. And you draw it, and you get a whole bunch of lightning and stuff. Plus, every single class in the game can use a sword, I believe. Sword and spear are usable by every class in the game. So I wanted to show you this kind of nifty location. Legendary, what are the benefit? What do I need to complete? Is a way to track your progress. Where do I craft them? Alright, and over here. Yeah, and that just shows you the guys. The different Miis. So many Miis. So this is a graphically and functionally a big upgrade for the legendary kits. To now be a legendary key. And give you access to this place, because this place is freaking cool. I would like this as my homestead, please. Back to Lowland Shores. Alright, he's got the legendary components, 3 of which I can purchase from him, but I would then have not enough amalgamated gemstones, which would make me sad.
Why won't the claw let me hunt them to extinction? What use do they serve the lowlands? Monsters that haunt our
That's the
dreams,
basilisk.
steal
I was
hearts
hoping for a
from
second.
us.
The Bog Queen was up. They've added an additional possible reward you can get from the Bog Queen, and that is a Bog Queen mini.
Hey, out here to take care of that beast?
No.
Nasty one. Watch out. Got an eyeball liable to turn you into a boulder. Real strong. Be sure you tether it with your
I really
tourniquet.
dislike
If you can stop that thing,
these radio messages appearing dead center in our field of view. I think that is a terrible user interface experience. Awful. When the Titans communicate with us, we get the words up here. That would be so much better for these radio messages. Out of the center of our field of view. It's just a really clumsy choice. Pardon me, I'm going to grab some materials, because these are the kind of materials you're going to need for the legendary. Also, coming in 6 months, in the 3rd and final content patch for this expansion, we will be getting access to a legendary back piece. We don't know anything really about the legendary back piece yet.
Spirits, you've got to help me get out of this forsaken swamp.
So currently, I have 2 legendary weapons, 2 pieces of legendary light armor. I have 6 legendary runes and 2 legendary sigils. That's why you have an add-on for WoW to remove the talking heads pop-up you get, such an eyesore. Well, in this particular case, I'm fine with it existing. I'm just not fine with the location. And sadly, UI mods is something Guild Wars 2 doesn't have. And there are more egregious problems with it than that, although I really can't stand them popping up here. For instance, the buff bar and debuff bar for conditions and buffs appears right here. if I'm focused on what's happening here, looking for, you know, the tells for attack, the visuals that say I'm going to drop a big AE right here so that I can avoid them, I can't come down here and try and figure out which buffs I might be missing or which conditions I have. This is terrible. These are the current buffs that are temporary but not like really short-lived. If I did something that gave me might, it would appear in a row above here. But you can't really look down, let alone if you're not aware of what every single buff or condition might be, to mouse over them when you're in the middle of fight trying to not die. So one of the constant complaints the players have is there's really no UI customization at all. And that kind of sucks. Take me up. Thank you. You know, for all the occasional problems WoW gets with the UI mods where, you know, a lot of game functions, you almost have to have them. Like the game itself is balanced around you having the mods.
You look like a pretty experienced rider. How about you show me your skills?
And sometimes the players can get too reliant on mods, and so I understand what some of the complaints are. But the inability to just click and drag on UI elements, you know, move my buff bar up to here so that I can see it while I'm trying to not die. My health. You know, you can't even realistically, and if you're playing on a larger screen than I am, holy crap. It's like, I'm fighting. What's my health? Okay, I'm fine. Oh, I'm dead. It was designed 12 years ago. And they basically haven't touched it since. And that's just not awesome. I'm going to swap layers. That instance of the map was mostly empty. I finished off... Did I finish off all 3 hearts here? I think I did. No, not all 3. Need to go over there. All right. No Warclaw cats to put back in their cage, so to speak. We'll head down here. There's always fights going on down here. Well, there will be in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It means one just finished. But I can get some progress done. I'm going to dodge.
Hey, Wayfinder.
Hey, how you doing,
there
eh?
is wild terrain. You must prepare for the unexpected.
No, I refuse. Missed me. Too-so.
Fast on your feet you are. Impressive.
That's true, I am impressive. Haven't hit me yet. Silly bear. Missed me again. And again. A little bit of progress with each dodge until they tell me that I can't get any more.
Agile than you look. Well done.
Gosh, thanks. There we go. That's as much as I can get out of that.
But when my guard's up, think strategically. Head-on attacks don't always land, so get creative. Ooh. Need to catch my breath after that.
Well, yes, I did kind of kick your ass.
Ready for you. Don't you dare pull your punches.
Don't worry, that won't be happening.
Ooh. Need to catch my breath after that. Ready for you. Don't you dare pull your punches.
And that's as much as I can get out of that. So now, I'm going to need to find some other stuff. We've got another 40 seconds before the next fight goes on. And these can go depending on which. There are a bunch of like 5 or 6 different activities that can go on in here. A couple of them are quick and easy. A couple of them are not. Wayfinder froze up on you today. Other day you got like 10 errors while browsing the web with the game minimized and shut down. And it shut down. Yeah, I've not had any issues with it so far. Maybe one hang or crash. Maybe. Another friend of mine is playing it, and I think he had 1 or 2. But basically, it's been pretty well behaved for both of us. I'm sorry you're having issues with it. At least it's not the worst of the fights. Azure Windfall makes his entrance.
No time to linger. Fight me.
Missed me.
Sharp blades, sharp mind. Maybe I was the illusion all along. No escape.
Didn't quite dodge fast enough. We've got enough of us here. I don't feel the need to get into melee combat, as I've mentioned previously. Haha! Dodged. There are an awful lot of fights in this game where you are actively punished for playing melee. And sadly, this character's ranged options are not great.
You're seeing things. Never saw it coming.
I'm nigh invincible.
Alright, we break barred him. I will now move in and do as much wailing upon him as I can.
Stand your ground.
I'll give all of us a little bit of stability. Because we can all use stability, you know what I mean? Whoop, get out! Okay, fine, I'm gonna keep wailing away at point blank range. Because I'm just crazy.
The Wayfinder stand a chance?
Well, the Wayfinder stand a chance. Are you kidding me?
I'm enfeebled.
We're kicking their butt.
Compounding our powers.
Let's break that break bar, boys and girls.
Maybe
That
I
ought
was
to do
the
it.
illusion all along. The storm shall bend at my word. Sharp
And
blades, sharp
victory is
mind.
ours. And victory is ours. Well, one more little something. Not quite finished out the heart yet.
Rare and valuable.
Rare and valuable.
2 minutes and 42 seconds.
I'm nigh invincible.
Barbed Veil trains every day. Our claw is tough, but he no longer needs to fight.
Just because he does not fight does not mean the skill is not still there.
I think there's a specific code I'm supposed to give the jug of wildflower sizer to.
Cannot deny that.
I already have one in my inventory, I think. Yep.
The wood corrodes.
Not sure who it is I'm supposed to give it to. I bought it. Haven't figured out or looked up who I'm supposed to give it to.
She knows little about what power is waiting in the gentle river, not seeing the falls just around the bend.
Whee! So another minute and a half, yeah, and the next fight will begin. Actually, they're not all fights. We also have, like, there's one where we show some cubs how to fight with the spear. And another where us and the cubs fight illusory monsters. Could have sworn. Frequently. Control options. Where's the mounts? Maybe it's not working because... Yeah, it must not work inside the arena. That's it. There we are. These are my current mount selections. That's my raptor skin. My Springer skin. My Skimmer skin. My Jackal skin. One of my favorites.
6 feet tall.
The Kitsune Jackal skin. This is the Griffin version of the skin that's currently available for the Warclaw in the Wizard's Vault. I really like this color combo. My beetle. Okay, we're going to. This is the one where we.
Your grandma's mad in the head. My head's sound.
Yeah, this is the one where we fight against the illusions.
Cubs, your manners have run away with your mouths.
Seems we have some misconceptions about magic. Why don't we start on our exercise, and I'll clarify some things.
We will, for this, we'll put the falling star
These creatures.
Oh, now.
back in place.
Not to worry. We'll be practicing with enemy illusions. These won't hurt you, but they
Let
will
me go ahead and put the sigil in.
Illusion is an area
and
of
set
magic
it
that deals with
for
deception of the mind
Sigil
and
of Force.
senses. Just as you might
This is a
master
legendary
particular
sigil. I have
class
two
of
legendary
spear
sigils.
work, wizards may specialize in a magical
I have
discipline.
6 runes, Bolt,
Ready?
Twilight, 2 sigils, and the relic.
These first enemies are called Naga. They hail from the land of Temple.
I'm neither here nor there.
Adapted to both land and water.
Your mind will betray you.
Next, we have dragons.
I'm nigh invincible.
Creatures corrupted by the
Nigh
power
invincible,
of
guys.
ancient elder dragons.
Seriously. 9.
Maybe I
Don't
was
let
the
your guard
illusion all
down.
along. Give up yet?
I like so many numbers.
Now this is fine.
Lots of big numbers. There's the heart complete.
Oh, don't get too comfortable. Next are the Cryptis, demon spawn of Nyos. Clever, yet
Not them.
Compounding our power. Well done, you're not afraid.
We'll drop the Procession of Blades, one of the few skills I know by name. The reason why I've spent so much time in Dragon Hunter on the Guardian is just Procession of Blades is so much fun and effective. Super effective.
Such synergy.
That's my it's my 7 skill. It's the one, it's a trap that when it's triggered, it puts out this big spinning wheel of death blades. And it just puts up a whole bunch of big numbers. And everything falls over. It's great fun.
Thank you, Thea.
And that's
and Wayfinder
that event
for
taken care
teaching
of.
our cubs by
Good
way of example.
time. A good time was had by
Fine
some.
work out of you, cubs. What do we say to our guests?
Thank
Target
you.
destroyed.
You're welcome, Cubs. As long as you're not Chicago Cubs. Because everyone knows they're a bunch of losers. Sorry, any people from Chicago, it's true. Although they're not the losers they used to be. Can't sell to that guy. Why can I not sell to that guy? Why can I not sell to that guy? I think I can sell to Maw of the whatever that was. I've already got the Titan plate recipes. Pretty sure. What I'm going to do, I'm going to return to my wrong button. And I think I'm going to call it an evening, but I'm not going to just bail. I'm going to find another streamer I can send you to who's playing Guild Wars 2, who can give you drops. I'm going to send you to the lovely and talented Engelbert Meow. Seriously. Let me mute that. I very seldom get to raid her. She's one of my favorite Guild Wars 2 streamers. This is for Twitch viewers only. Sadly, there is no method for us to send YouTubers over. I don't think she has a YouTube. She has a YouTube, but I don't think she streams to it. Multiple streams the way I do. So I'm going to raid her. I want to thank all you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Yes, even the YouTubers. Where is it? Where's EBM? Engelbert Meow. She's a Guild Wars 2 streamer. She's cool. She's a trained opera singer. And as an example of the fact that I think she's cool, is the fact that I think she has my last 12 months in a row Prime Twitch sub. So give her a wave, say hi. I want to thank all you guys for hanging out. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Africa, Asia, Australia, New Zealand. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you'll catch me soon. Take care, and ciao for now. Bye, guys.